Hello guys, hopefully you guys are enjoying my videos, and in this video we are going to create a local user on the 192.168.1.54 server, and we are going to do that. We are going to create a user, and then we are going to give that user local admin access. And that's because if our user IPSEC decides to change his password, then we won't be able to have his password anymore. So that's why we want to create this user so we can add some persistence to this machine. Now that we found out that we have local admin access, now we want to take advantage of that and create our own user so we can get into that machine whenever we want. All right, so let's go ahead and do that. And we are still using CrackMapExec or CME, and we're going to do the WinMR, and the machine that we have local admin access is that 54, and we are using the domain user of IPSEC and the password 12345, super secure password. And we are going to be executing some CMD commands over here, right? Lowercase x is for CMD, uppercase X is for PowerShell. So in here, what we want to do is we want to do a net user add. So this means that we're going to create a new user. In this new user, now we need to provide with the username that we want to use and then the password that we want to use. The username that I want to use is just users, and the password I'm going to keep it the same, password 12345. Okay, just the same as IPSEC. Let's just keep it the same, where it's really secure. Let's see what happens. The command was executed. That is awesome sauce, and we can see if that user was actually created. We can just do execute this command, and this command, what it's going to do is it's going to give you all the users that are on this machine, all the local users that are on this machine. So let's go ahead and do that. Command executed, and we have an error. The command completed with one or more errors. So we have administrators. Let's see what we did. It's a net users or net user. I believe it's net users with a S at the end. Still give me the same error. User accounts for. So we do have local admin. What if we do? It is net user. Why is it not working? Net user. Net users. Okay, what if we do, instead of let's just do a PowerShell, and what we can do from here, let's do a who am I all. See what we get from here. Do we get all of it? So we got the IPSEC user. This one gives you that we are the built-in admin still. We even get the SID. Okay, let's see another way. Why is it not? What if we do from here, from the from PowerShell? Let's see if we get net user. Still errors. Net users. I believe it's net. Still not giving me that. Is that because we created that user net? Yeah, I think that's why. Okay, so that's because we created that user. So what we could do, what we could do is we can just try to maybe remove that user. And the way that you remove a user, how do you do that? Remove a user from I want to do it from PowerShell. So I think it's just, if we go over here, instead of add, let's just say specify delete. Okay, so now let's go ahead and add a different user. And let's just go ahead and call it admin. Awesome. And now let's go ahead and list the users. There we go. Oh, so the issue was that we created a new user called user, and then when we tried to do the net user, we were not able to do that because that basically the object was attached to a user. So that, I guess that I've never seen that before. Kind of cool. Okay, so here it is, the user that we created. We name it admin, and the password was 12345. So now this guy is just a regular user, right? And a regular user doesn't really have privilege. So we want to add this user privilege. So we want to add it to the local admin user. And how do you do that? I'm going to show you right now. And we're going to use the command line, lowercase x, and we want to do a net local group admin add. So basically we want to add administrators. There we go. So we are going to add the user admin to the local administrators group add. Let's see if that works. It looks like it worked with no errors. Okay, so how do we verify that? Really easy. We just got to remove all of this over here, and we can do the net local group administrators, and that will show you who is in the administrator groups. As you can see, admin is in there, administrators in there, IPSEC is in there. So now we should be able to authenticate with this user. So you want to do a CrackMap 192.168.1.54 user admin password 12345, and then you want to do local auth and CrackMapExec. Let's try WinRM, and it looks like admin password 12345. Was that the password that we gave it? Password 12345 admin, right? And we are trying to do local authentication. What if we do a, let's go ahead and pass a command and do who am I? Oh, and it's not so it is authenticating with this. What if we say, I know what if we pass the D for domain, and this one is going to be, for the domain, is going to be just web. It did not take the, let's go ahead and see if SMB. So the default domain doesn't take it. That's fine. Let's go ahead and do SMB local authentication, and it looks like we were able to authenticate, but it didn't pass that command. Okay, what if we do CrackMapExec and we do SMB, and let's go ahead and go to the help command. Okay, groups, local, blah, 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 spider. Domain to authenticate to, local auth, authenticate locally to each target. So it is in there for SMB. Let's remove all this. So it looks like we do have authentication. What if we do Local authentication. Who am I? It's not executing anything. What if we do it for WinRM? WinRM is not authenticating me. What if we do, there's another one that we could do is LDAP. It doesn't have the X, but does it have the local authentication? Nope. Clear this out. So LDAP doesn't work. WinMR is saying that the admin user, for some reason, doesn't take the password for it. Yeah, it looks like we don't have access through WinMR, even though we are. If we go back to the commands, instead of using admin, let's use IPsec, and let's do local group administrator. Password 123. Command was administrators. I forgot the S. So we go. So admin is in there. So we do have now, as you can see, we just added that user over there. But for some reason, it's not working. It's not letting me execute any commands or anything like that. But we do have admin access. And from here, what we could do, we can just remote into the machine, and we can do whatever we want to that machine, because we are, as you can see right now, we are a member of the administrators group. So we do have persistent in here. So thank you guys for watching.